Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Kero Kero Keroppi no Daibuken ni Donuts Ikewa Usawagi, aka Kero Kero Keroppi's Great Big Adventure 2, Trouble in Donut Pond, for the Nintendo Famicom. In the previous video, we made our way through the town, and now we are going through the desert, I believe. We are now near a Keroppi statue. We have a fly in the distance. And there's not much else to say other than, let's begin. So, platforming here, same as ever. Enemies aren't really acting that much different. I want to be very careful as I take out enemies and destroy blocks, because sometimes enemies will be in blocks, and it can be painful. Thankfully, I managed to get myself a hold of that strawberry for the most powerful and longest ranged attack. And, yeah, not really much to say here at this point. Okay. There's a wall there. And there's a wall here, but I can go ahead and take care of everything with the invincibility that I get here, which is going to be a good thing. And we are now at 100,000 points, which is excellent. We now have a 6-digit point count, which means absolutely nothing. By the way, these 3 blocks here, you can destroy them with your music attack. Makes it a little easier to jump up there and continue on with the adventure. Doesn't seem obvious that you can do that, but if you play around, you will find that that's what you need to do. And let's get rid of you and you. And once we go over here, we will head to the second area. Okay, we are in the desert. Oh wow, what's down here? Well, it's another area full of Keroppi heads on the background wall, which is all purple. Definitely being reminded of Felix the Cat for the NES at this point, I do have to admit. And much like the second half of the last part we were in, you've got a lot of narrow quarters that you do not want to play around in, because you never know when an enemy might show up, unless, of course, you've played this part so many times or played it ahead of time. And let's see. Ooh. Sometimes you go a little faster after making a jump or jumping off of the head of an enemy. And I'm not sure exactly what causes that, but I know that that happens during the game. Also, that was a 1-up, in case you couldn't tell. And I am surprised I made those jumps. I thought I was going to miss the first one and then maybe the second one, but thankfully, neither of those things happened. And I can get rid of him from a distance with my powered-up weaponry. This place is too big. Well, compared to the other 2 parts of this, well, maybe half of this, the first stage and all the second, this certainly does feel a little big. You may have noticed something that looks like a blue bullet drop down from the ceiling. If you get close enough to it, it will drop down, and it can hurt you. Also, there was an enemy in these walls. Good thing I kept my distance. This blue frog gave us a 1-up. Let's get it. Even though we have way more than enough to beat the game with. Yeah, and that's that bullet thing I was talking about. Once again, you want to be careful. Breaking these blocks, because you never know when there might be an enemy in them. And here's a warp. Let's take the warp. I would love to take the warp. The snake guy on the wall. He's going to be our third boss. I am not really looking forward to that boss battle at all because, well, when you see it, you'll know why. And if you don't know why, I will explain why. And given that this is a game meant for younger children, I bet you can kind of figure out what that thing is. And we got to this guy pretty fast. I am amazed. And we just started in front of another bullet that was stuck to the ceiling. This is here for some reason. By the way, the little thing, the blue things that fall down from the ceiling, you can hit them with your weapon and get points for it. I wouldn't exactly recommend it though. But you can do it. And I'm glad that I stayed that far away because I had the feeling there was going to be an enemy in there. Somewhere in there. And let's get rid of you. And you. And you. Yeah. As I said, you can hit the bullets with your weapon and get rid of them. No real reason to do it though. You don't get any points for it. And I did a double jump off that enemy. And that was something. That was weird. I went off the edge at different speeds there. Well, anyway, it's time to go to the goal. And go to the boss level. And it's Rochambeau. It's rock, paper, scissors. So there's rock, so we gotta use paper. And I'm guessing paper's up top. So you have a choice between paper, rock, and scissors. The boss's cards get scrambled. Then your cards get scrambled. You have to remember which of the boss's cards is in the middle, and then you have to choose which card counters the boss's card, while also remembering where the cards went. Paper beats rock, paper covers rock. Rock blunts scissors, so it beats scissors. And scissors cut paper, which means scissors beat paper. So, yeah. Paper covers rock. Rock blunts scissors. Scissors cut paper. And I'm pretty sure that this is paper. I don't like this. Because this can be random. And now I need to remember where scissors is. It's in the middle. But you can tell why I don't like this game, sort of. If you've ever, for any of you who have watched me play Hirake Pankiki, also for the Famicom, yeah, I had trouble with the rock, paper, scissors game in that game as well. Just because of all the randomness. This one isn't as bad, but I still kind of don't like it. And now we are 2 steps up. So, let's see here. Scissors, paper, rock. And scissors, so we need to know where rock is. And I'm following the cards here. It's up top, I think. It is. You really have to pay attention here. Rock, scissors, paper. And I'm assuming that's rock, so I'm going to have to watch paper. I could be wrong on this. Ah, it was scissors. Really wanted to get a 3 up, but that's okay. Okay, paper, scissors, rock. So that's rock, so we gotta look for paper again. I hope that's rock. And I'm just speeding through the text with A just to get the inevitable to eventually happen. Paper, rock, scissors. I'm assuming that's rock again. So I gotta check on paper. Otherwise, it's gonna be scissors. I'm gonna lose again. Or it could be a tie. Either way. Scissors, paper, rock. And I'm assuming that's paper, so I'm gonna keep my eye on scissors. Alright. And of course it was paper. That was a good guess. You really have to pay attention with this just because of the shuffling of the cards on both the boss's end as well as your end. Otherwise, you're not going to make it past this part. That is quite possibly among the hardest of the boss battles to get the 3-up in. And I'll just go ahead and choose middle. 10,000 points. Nah, well. Let's get out of here. And head to the pond for the final level of the stage. Or the game, rather. Finally, it's Donut Pond. And we will go to Donut Pond for the final level of the game in the next video. So join me next time for what will be the finale of Trouble in Donut Pond. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!